The Balkan Peninsula is an area of Southeast Europe, mostly consisting of countries that were part of Yugoslavia. The Balkan is known for many things, and one of their specialties turns out to be basketball. This is no fluke, as the ex-Yugoslavia and Greek systems have been one of the best in the world for many years, producing a lot of great players. One of the most famous coaches in the area, Aleksandar Nikolic, popularized the game of producing versatile all-around players who wouldn't play a specific position up until the age of 16. Until then, they would be forced to learn how to take jump shots, dribble, go to the rim, as well as play both perimeter and post defense. So it's to no one's surprise that the number of players in the NBA that come from this area has been steadily increasing over the years, and one of the biggest names to do so is no doubt Slovenian boy wonder Luka Doncic. Let's see who else from the Balkan has made it to the league, and what do they think of Luka Doncic's game. The Joker is one of the most exciting players to watch right now, and he's one of the candidates for best player from the Balkan Peninsula alongside Luka Doncic. Before the 2023 All-Star Game, Jokic gave tons of respect for Luka. He's a one-man army. He's a guy who can destroy you and manipulate the game the right way. There's no right matchup for him. If he has a smaller guy, he's going to post him up. If he has a bigger guy, he can go right past him or hit a step-back jumper. He's seeing the court on a different level. He's a really unique talent. And on a personal level, he's a really cool guy as well. If there happens to be a competition for the best NBA player from the Balkans, the award would probably go to Giannis Antetokounmpo. Giannis is the only player from the Balkan Peninsula to win both a regular season MVP award and an NBA championship, and that should be enough to make him the best player out of the Balkan area. Giannis is an extremely hard worker and a great guy. While he's not the type of guy that's close with players from other teams, he's still very appreciative of them and their talents. One of Giannis's favorites is definitely Luka. He's one of the most talented players in the league. One of the most talented players probably to ever play this game. He's going to have good nights when we're not going to be able to contain him. We tried to make it tough for him, but he played well. Coming from one of the league's most unstoppable forces, this is quite a compliment. One of the league's most likable players, and Luka's favorite teammate is Serbian giant Boban Marjanovic. Him and Luka played together for the Mavs for 3 seasons, in which the two developed really good chemistry. After a clash between the Mavs and Rockets in November 2022, a reporter asked Boban if he thought Luka had ever gotten better than in the 2021-22 season. Luka's always great, always the best. He's doing things that nobody else can do. What he's doing, I don't know another person that can do that. I don't say this because he's my friend. He's a really good friend to me, but you know it's true. I support him with all my heart. That's my guy right there. Boban's truly a special guy. Chicago Bulls point guard and a teammate of Luka in the Slovenian basketball team, NBA veteran Goran Dragic, has had high praise of Luka Doncic. They won the Eurobasket in 2017 and put Slovenia on the map in the basketball world. Before the 2022 Eurobasket, Goran Dragic was aware that the Slovenian team was weaker under the basket than before. But one of the key differences in the squad was that Luka Doncic is no longer an 18-year-old. I think he's the best player in the world. He's 23 years old, and he's playing like a veteran. He could score even 40 points every game. He puts the game at his rhythm. He's very big, he can shoot, he can pass, he can rebound. I don't know what else we can say about Luka. He's like an astronaut. I think he could be the best player in history. He's still very young, but if he stays healthy and plays a long time, I think that by the end of his career, he could be the best ever. I wish I was younger so I could play more time with him. We've only played in one Eurobasket together. This is the second one. For me, it's different. I'm 36. Luka's yet to hit his prime, but I'm enjoying every moment. Luka and Dragic were 2 of the best scorers for Slovenia in the Euros, leading them to the quarterfinals where they were disappointedly knocked out from Poland. Bogdan Bogdanovic is a product of the famous Partizan basketball system. He had a similar path to the NBA to Luka's. He dominated the EuroLeague for 7 seasons, and in the meantime, he was drafted 27th overall by the Sacramento Kings in the 2014 NBA Draft, joining them in 2017. He played in Europe a little longer than Luka, but he also left as a champion, winning it all with Fenerbahce, together with legendary Serbian coach Obradovic. Luka and Bogdan have had a rivalry of their own in the FIBA Worlds, as both of them have been the go-to guys on their national teams in past years. When asked about Luka, Bogdanovic shared a few quick thoughts with the reporters. I like the way he plays. As you can see, European basketball is on a way different level right now. I think the European players are just adjusting quickly and faster than players before. Now you're able to see those things, see the rules, and see everything. If you're smart, you just catch up quickly, and he's definitely smart. One of Croatia's best players in the last couple of years, now Piston and ex-Jazz player Bojan Bogdanovic, was the main defender for Luka in the first round of the 2022 Western Conference playoffs, where the Mavericks faced the Jazz. After Game 4, when the Jazz beat the Mavericks 100-99, Bojan was asked by a reporter, "How does it feel to guard Luka Doncic?" "Oh, it takes a lot of energy. As a competitor, I always want to guard the best player, and it takes a lot of energy to guard Luka full court, especially as he's involved in every one of their actions. He can make plays due to his size and ability to control the pick and roll, so it was really tough tonight." Bojan Bogdanovic is a longtime fan of Luka. When Luka was 18, Bojan made a comparison between him and one of Croatia's and Europe's best basketball players of all time. Petrovic at 18 was similar to Luka Doncic. Another Croatian product, Ivica Zubac, has been improving from season to season. Ivica is one of the friendliest guys in the NBA and is best known for his sportsmanship and strive for fair play. He's good friends with Luka, and was even part of the famous Balkan dinner alongside Luka Doncic, Nikola Jokic, and Boban Marjanovic and others. When asked about his and the Clippers' strategy against Luka, Zubac said, "We've got to make it as hard as possible for him. He can score at every level, and we've got to pick the shots we want to live with. There aren't many of those shots, so we try our best to get the ball out of his hands. It's always a tough mission to play against him." Montenegrin big man Nikola Vucevic has been a pretty consistent player in his decade as an NBA player. A member of a basketball family, Vucevic was introduced to the sport at a very young age. After his career was over, Boro Vucevic, Nikola's father, settled in his hometown bar, mainly because he considered the Balkan youth basketball work to be superior than the one in Belgium, and would be the best way for Nikola to develop his basketball skills. So, Nikola Vucevic is yet another product of the Balkan and ex-Yugoslavia basketball system. Nikola has a high level of respect for Luka. Sometimes for young guys it takes longer to adjust to the different style of play, but Luka's abilities were showcased in his quick adjustment from European to NBA basketball. From day one, he's been showing off and has been consistent doing so. I don't think there are limits for him. The sky's the limit for him. Miami Heat's Nikola Jokic is one of the rising talents in the league right now. Jokic, a Serbian international, is another product of the famous Yugoslavia system. In his draft day interview, Jokic gave credit to Luka as one of the players he modeled his game after. "I watch a little bit of everyone, whether it's Luka in the pick and roll, Nikola Jokic in the low post, or Jimmy Butler's defense. Something from everyone." Considering how small the Balkan area is compared to the other basketball powerhouses, it's even more impressive that so much talent comes out of there. Balkan countries are pretty poor, and most of the teams make their money by selling their young talents to bigger clubs. As time goes on and future mock drafts get published, don't be surprised if you see more and more Balkan guys making the list. Players like Luka Doncic are rare to find anywhere in the world. But if you'd place a bet, it would be pretty smart to bet that they're going to come out of the Balkan area. With the rise of the internet, it's even easier to notice talent and give them a proper chance. Let's hope that the Balkan guys work their way up to get a chance to compete at the highest level, something that we've all dreamed of.